Okay, North Carolina island, mysterious birth appears on NASA satellite images. Okay, so this is dated today. And the reason why this is happening is your sun is getting hotter, and if it's getting hotter, then the earth is expanding. So it's making new islands. Pretty basic stuff. Sun getting bigger, earth is getting bigger, earth is birthing new islands. Pretty straightforward. Alright, was he for real? The internet erupts as a U.S. congressman asks a senior NASA panel if aliens lived on Mars thousands of years ago. Well, here you go. Here's your fake alien deal. They're prepping you. They're spoon-feeding you about the alien invasion, Rev 1313. Okay, so here we go. Another article here. Unruly passenger forces United flight return to Houston. Okay, apparently Julian Markowitz, who was on that plane, told Eyewitness News a woman seated in the back row made a run for the cockpit about 25 minutes into the 45-minute flight. He, along with 4 of the passengers, tackled her. Okay, so Markowitz said, she goes, now this is her saying, we're all protected and loved, we're all protected and loved, the plane is going to land beautifully and kindly. Markowitz sat about 5 rows in front of her. In an instant, she stands up, bolts on to the island, and started springing towards the cockpit. As soon as she started running, I stand up and asked the flight attendant, can I help you with this? Do you need help? She said, go for it. So I gently pushed the flight attendant out of the way and started sprinting after the woman myself. Markowitz said 4 other men, including a pilot seated as a passenger, did the same thing. It took 5 minutes to hold her down. It wasn't easy. She was in total psychotic state. Okay, so these people are making a diagnosis of people. She was very aggressive. Okay, this is behavior modification and labeling people. Okay, according to Markowitz, after they had the woman on the plane floor, flight attendants gave them zip tie handcuffs. They restrained the woman's wrists and ankles and kept her down the rest of the flight. Okay, well, all this is more than likely voice-to-skull, remote neuromonitoring. This is the chemtrails that are in the body, and people are just acting out. And it's all being done by DARPA, your black ops. Okay? That's all mind control right there. MK Ultra. MK Ultra / mind control. Okay, here's another article. More grooms are wearing makeup for their wedding day. According to the New York Post, beauty treatments and makeup for grooms is becoming a bigger and bigger part of the wedding industry. Grooms are starting to get more facials, mani-pedis, and foundation coverage for their big day. A groom reveals, I definitely want to make sure I look as good as I could so our photos would look amazing. Okay, that's great. All right, well, guess who wore makeup back in the day? King Tut. Goes back to the Egyptians. Okay. And again, whatever's tied to the Nuburian Anunnaki bloodlines, they want to change you as a person. Okay, they're suggesting things out there in the market. But anyways, I wanted to read to you about Egypt and why they wore makeup. All right, here we go. In the early dynasties, black oxide of copper, malachite, and crystallite were used for eye makeup. Whereas in the later dynasties, magnetic oxide of iron, oxide of manganese, and sulphide of antimony, antimony, were used. This is intriguing, for black oxide, malachite, and crystallite all contain copper, which would have protected the vulnerable eyelids from any manner of radiation. Okay? So you can see this and you know that I'm not making this up. I started reading here in the early dynasties, black oxide. So, it's a good way to protect your eyes, I'm assuming. But again, whatever happens in the news today, I try to correlate it back to the Egyptians. Okay? Okay? So anyways, that's what I have for you today. I don't have much of anything else. So I'll let you go.